As y'all know, after yesterday's game, we was expecting some cuts to go down, and if you paid attention to the game, you kind of figured out who was gonna get cut. Hey, it's Chicago Sky Central. Hey, it's your boy Stevo Speaks in the building. We're gonna talk about it right after the intro. Let's get it.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host.
Thank y'all for tuning in for another episode on Chicago Sky Central. It's your boy Stevo Speaks. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's get straight down to business. So y'all see the thumbnail, y'all seen the reports, and we have our final cuts. And I'm pretty sure we seen in the last game. We didn't see a couple faces that we've been seeing the last two games until now, and that was Carter, Jessica Carter. That was Alex Wilson, and that was Morgan Birch. Now I think we all could come to the agreements even after the first two games. We kind of figured those was the players that was going to be kind of hard to make the squad anyway. We know when it come to Alec Wilson, she was a guard, and we pretty much knew everybody on the guard spot was pretty much locked down. We got Haley, we got Ariel, we got Kia Nurse who can switch between that two. And you got Courtney. So when it came down to the guards, we knew that was gonna lock. It was gonna be a super, super long shot in order for Alex Wilson. She was coming in to showcase her shooting ability. And when we see her in the game, she didn't shoot much. I think she probably has maybe 4 points over the past three games. So and it wasn't off a three. I think it was off a hustle layup and maybe 1 3. Now that I think about it, I think she did hit 1 3, so maybe like 5 or 6 points. But when it comes to Jessica Carter, it was going to be Jessica Carter out of Mississippi State. She had a small stint in a W as well, playing with the New York Liberty. But we knew it was going to be kind of difficult for her to make the squad as well because she's a forward and she's got Camilla, E. Will, Maddie West Bell, Morgan Birch, who also got cut today. She had a lot of people to fight for a squad for. And at the end of the day, it was just going to be a tall task for her. She did get a lot of burn in that second game towards the end of the game, and it was much to be desired. She made a open mid range shots, which was nice, but when it comes down to what we asking what our force to do, we pretty much got to lock down between Camilla, Angel, E. Will, and some Rebecca Allen as well as, and especially Maddie Westbeld. I know it was some thought that some people thought that maybe that Maddie wasn't gonna make it, but I told you when it comes to the people that we fell in love with the draft, then most it was Haley and it was Maddie. And even last game, we see her in yesterday's game, she seen her play 3 minutes, and like I said, the people that got cut today didn't play at all. So as it states right now, our final roster is going to be Angel Reese, Camila Cardosa, Ariel Atkins, Rachel Banham, Kia Nurse, Michaela Onuwede, Maddie Westbrook, Elizabeth Williams, Mariah Jeffries, and Haley Van Liff. Let me make sure and double check. I think that's our entire roster. I'm going to double check that. Brandon Peck just said who got cut. Jessica Carter, um, Alex William, and Morgan Burks. And yeah, Morgan Birch. I didn't talk about Morgan Birch. Now, I mean, all of us, for the most part, if you're a Sky fan, you're very familiar with Morgan Birch. She's a previous tenure on this team, and same thing with Jessica. She plays the forward, the 3-4 position, mainly the four. And like I said, we got pretty much our threes and fours locked down. Especially in the four position. So I knew it was gonna be a tough task for her to make it. And you see the times that she did get some burns on the floor. She really didn't do that much. We seen a little bit more out of Maddie even in the short stints that she played. But I felt like most of us in the chat are feeling. I think most of us is feeling like we knew who was going to get cut. And like I said, if you watched the game last night, the players that got cut today didn't play at all. Even like I said, even Maddie Westbell played 3 minutes. So I think we all can concur. We knew what was going to happen. My boy said, "How you feeling about last night game? We was fighting to the end. We did a awesome job." Yeah, I think it was a lot of ways I looked at the game because I also looked at it as a game where I felt like because Courtney didn't play, which I was cool with. She was dealing with a rib injury and everything, so we kind of understood It was a likelihood that she wasn't gonna play. But out of everybody on this team, she the motherfucker that don't need to play. Like, let's be honest. But I think Tyler was trying to see what this team's gonna look like without that realistic floor general. Because besides that, the closest floor general, which I wouldn't really classify as that, the closest floor general we have on the squad is Mariah Jefferson. And we look down the stretch, we look there was times where we just looked like a young team still getting to learn each other, still getting used to the playbook. But the fact that we took a championship team and a team that's blood hungry, bloodthirsty, that's pissed off, that feel like they should have won the championship last year, like the fact that we played them well last year. So like when it gets down to it, it just confirms that like I think we can have pretty good confidence that we just not gonna be one of these teams Musk could just push over. Every given night, you gonna have to play that motherfucking game. And you're gonna have to play a hard nosed game. And that's the type of game, we want to have, and the type of culture we want to have in Chicago. Thank you, Chris, my boy. He says video game controller alone, unhappy with a broken. Bro, how you broke your damn arm, folks? Come on, folks. We getting too old to be breaking limbs, bro. We gotta go to work and shit, bro. How you break your arm, bro? And is it you can't play the game? Yeah, it must be your dominant arm. Hey man, y'all pray for my man Chris, man. Y'all, I need to be sending you this money back. Fuck you the one having a bad day worse than I am. Yeah, damn. Keys be me, no surprise here. Best of luck to the ladies who didn't make the cut. Now we gotta prepare for the field. Hey, that gay about to be busting. That's all I gotta say. The WNBA know how to capitalize on shit, so yeah, I can't wait for that shit to go down. I think we ready for it. That teammate that over there ain't playing either, but we got a rivalry for people, so let's see what goes down. I can't wait for it. I tell you what. Dub, he geeked. So y'all gonna see Dub in real form. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I think Tyler was experienced with the lineup with Sluter. Yeah, and that's the kind of the conclusion I went. And I feel like he was kind of doing that throughout the these all three of the preseason games. He was changing up rotations, seeing rotations he'd like to see, seeing how we would react with certain people out a certain rotation that he once put in. Like you seen Michaela on the radar in a lot of different type of rotations. So yeah, I think he was experimenting a while, for a long time. Angel adding an assist, low turnover rate to her resume. It's going to be top tier. Yeah, and once again, she was a point guard for majority of her life, so she know how to play make when it comes down to it. We're good. We play good considering Lynx are title favorites. My point exactly, Sam. My point exactly. Look, folk, my boy, Jacob Warren, let Angel set up the offense, please. I think, like, I don't get me wrong. There's going to be times in the game and in certain aspects where you're going to see times where she's going to be setting up the offense. But majority of the time is going to be Courtney and the rest of the guards. Broke that. Broke. That's the automated message. Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell? But appreciate, bro. Appreciate the support for. I was about to say, how the hell you broke your goddamn arm, bro? Remote work, bro. We was talking about it. What you talking about, Mike? I be tweaking sometimes, so you got to explain to me what happened one more time, because I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, but for people that just joined in, for people that just don't see the title and don't see the thumbnail, Morgan Birch, Alex Wilson, and Jessica Carr. That's Jessica with a 2Ks, I think, or 1K, whatever. But or Angel, a little Angel, what CW used to call her. They all got cut today, and like we said, we kind of figured that like that was gonna happen. So it is what it is. We're going to out of everybody. I mean, when it comes to Alex Lynn, I know she's gonna go right back overseas, so I'm not too much worried about her. Jessica, I'm a little bit worried about because this is like her second team in 2 years. So, and like I said, with it being a very dominant forward league, it's kind of hard to stay on the team right now. But it's crazy. But and then Morgan Birch, I'm not worried. She's a plug and play type of person. Like she probably end up back on Minnesota again. So like she's that type of player. So I'm not worried about her. Damn, Mike and damn. But yeah, make sure you rest up, bro. Make sure you rest up. Take that time up. But you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful, bro. But yeah, man, that's all I came on here for. It was gonna be a super long live. You know, Hayes out there taking care of his family and shit. Oh, my fault. Y'all bogus. Y'all didn't let me go. Y'all better get on my ass. Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies out here that support the channel and all y'all mamas. Make sure y'all do something for your mama. Y'all better than tuck them out, gave them some roses, all that type of shit. But yeah, make sure y'all have a very happy Mother's Day. And yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, we'll be back. I don't know, probably soon. But